Hello YouTube, this is RumbleNuts1 here, and today I'm here to talk about Star Trek Into Darkness. And by the way, I am live, not quite live, but I'm talking into my kitchen. I thought a bit of Star Trek reference, lens flare, sorry. I thought a change of scenery would be nice, and I have a house to myself, so why not? Lens flare. Anyway, obviously, lens flare, I'm talking about Star Trek Into Darkness. So I'm here to talk to you about my thoughts and stuff. And this film was pretty good. I'm sure there's many Star Trek fans with many thoughts and opinions about the film. I'm a casual Trek fan. I'm not a die-hard Trek fan. I'm more of a Star Wars fan, to be perfectly honest. But, yeah. Yeah, I liked this film. I thought the way they went about the story was pretty good. And if J.J. Abrams can do this film, but better, for Star Wars Episode 7, it will be awesome. Because quite a number of the shots that Abrams did, particularly on Earth, were so intriguing. And there was a bit in where the characters were on Kronos, the Klingon home world, and and when Benedict Cumberbatch is thrashing all those, Klingons, I was like, this film... I actually thought two things. Benedict Cumberbatch would either make a great Sith Lord or a great Master for Doctor Who. There were scenes in this movie that I were like, that scene right there is perfect. It's cool, it's exciting. A part of me wishes that this was Star Wars, because there were parts of this film that were kind of slow. Because, for much of the story, it was, we're chasing this guy, So let me take a step back and let me restructure my thoughts and tell you the story. Jim Kirk, is at a meeting and is attacked by Benedict Cumberbatch's character, who I can't remember from the top of my head. And he's attacked in a sort of a terrorist attack kind of way, and Benedict Cumberbatch uses long-range warp transportation, which is considered non-visable by the Starship Enterprise people, because they feel that such mechanics are too much. And Benedict Cumberbatch uses this technology to transport himself to Kronos. As I mentioned, the Klingon homeworld, who is nearing on an all-out war with Earth. And Jim Kirk and his crew go to Kronos to try and get Benedict Cumberbatch to answer for his crimes. And the most interesting thing about this film is the twist. Now, I think a lot of us called the twist. I know I had heard rumours circulating who the person is. Now, I'm about to spoil this film, so you have about 5 seconds to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Benedict Cumberbatch is actually Khan. Yes, this film is based on Speed Seed and Wrath of Khan. Ha! I lied. I am a Star Trek fan. I'm not really, but still. This film is a remake for that series. As we know, the Star Trek movies are based on a new continuity from the old continuity that was established in the TV shows. So, we have now caught up to the Khan moment in time, where the original Starship Enterprise are battling Khan, and Benedict Cumberbatch plays Khan very well, A lot of the time, I was more interested in what he was doing than I was with anyone else. Apart from Spock, which I'll get to. Jim Kirk goes through some major character development in this film. In the first film, he's left with, he becomes the leader of Starship Enterprise. Now that he's in this role, he's confronted with the fact that he is responsible for these groups of people. His actions impact them. And he slowly begins to have to take responsibility for these people. And I liked that aspect of the movies, of this movie. Another character that I loved was Spock. Zachary, you have gone a long way from being a cat killer on Charmed. He plays Spock in a very interesting way. Because obviously Spock sort of battles with his human side and with his Vulcan side. And obviously, the destruction of his planet has created many complex emotions that he doesn't understand. And in this movie, we see that. We see that he does have a human side, and he does struggle with emotions. You know, and like many people, some choose to not convey that sometimes, and I like the fact that Spock still continues to struggle with that duality of alien versus human. And because that bit's very interesting. And just everything from the battle scenes were great. There was a woman who has blonde hair, and I cannot. She's the commander of the. I can't remember her name, but the girl with blonde hair is. I felt her portrayal as a bit meh. She didn't really do anything for me that was interesting or compelling, you know, and she was just there. And I also thought another thing, they did a bit of a Dark Knight Rises sort of theme, where Khan was actually not the major villain, whereas this commander who basically unleashed Khan onto the world was in charge, and I didn't like that. I thought Khan was a great villain all by himself, and you didn't need that other aspect. I'm unfortunately out of time, but yeah, great film. Loved it. If you're a casual Trek fan, go see it. It's not bad. If you're a Trek fan, and go see it. I mean, it's a good film. And J.J. Abrams, I shall see you in episode 7. Bye!